Yo, what up y'all? It's Nate from Vantage VA. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got a really dope video for you guys. Now, anybody that knows me knows I'm really big into music. So today, I'm gonna show you guys my vinyl collection. Now, just a little heads up, I don't have too many. I actually started collecting somewhere around 2016. So I don't really have that much. But trust, the collection is gonna get bigger. This video is just showing that everything that I have from I started collecting in 2016 till right now, as of April 2018. A little disclaimer, I kind of jump into a bunch of different music genres. I'm not just like one specific genre. I've jumped into quite a few different ones and gonna continue to jump into a whole bunch of different ones too. So it might be some really kind of strange stuff in this collection, but it's all dope if you really want to check it out. All right, so first I'm gonna start with my two 7-inch vinyls that I have. I have a 7-inch vinyl of Heart's 1985 song, What About Love? What About Love is on the A side, and on the B side, it's a really rare song called Heart of Darkness, which is crazy fire. That is not on any of their albums at all. So the only place you can listen to this song is actually on this vinyl. And there's a rip on YouTube too, but the only other place you can listen to this song is on this actual vinyl. That's pretty dope. My last 7-inch vinyl is Pat Benatar's 1983 single, Love is a Battlefield. On the A side, it is the song Love is a Battlefield, and on the B side, it's the live version of her song Hell is for Children. Pat Benatar is probably my favorite 80s rocker. You know what I'm saying, if you want to call her a rocker, but she's my favorite performer. She's my favorite performer, period, from the 80s. So I'm not that deep into it yet, but as of what I've heard, she's my favorite. Moving on to my 12-inch vinyls and more modern music, you got Kanye West's 2010 masterpiece, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, arguably Kanye's best album. This album is probably it definitely is the best packaged vinyl that I own. Each inside of it is just so much different stuff. On each record, it's a different album art from the different covers that he has, from like his alternate covers that he has. It also comes with individual prints of the different album arts that he has that you can actually frame if you want. And also has a poster of Ye, and on the sides of him, it's the album credits and who's credited with doing what on the album. And on the reverse side, it's a picture of a ballerina with a mustache, which was also one of his alternate album arts. Now we have some Pop Flame, 2017's Reputation by Taylor Swift. Very, very dope album. Very dope album. I actually think the way this one is packaged is also dope. The paper sleeve that covers the vinyl is worked to look like newspaper headlines, but they're actually the lyrics to her songs, which is really dope. And then she has her face all over the actual vinyl, which is also really dope. Now we have every woman's favorite album, SZA's 2017 debut album, Control. Now I really think this album is dope. A little funny story is this album is actually autographed too. Actually, when her album first dropped, I ordered the vinyl and I got it autographed too. It actually took like 6 months to come, but it came, and by the time it came, I really got tired of hearing the album. Like, I wasn't even listening to it myself. It's just everybody around. It's like every single woman's anthem now is damn near every single song off of this album. So we got a little played out, but nonetheless, it's still a hard debut album from SZA, and she's been one of my favorite for a long time. So she really bodied this album. Another dope thing about the actual vinyls too is they're actually green and they're translucent, which is pretty freaking dope. Next, we have another pop superstar, Ed Sheeran's 2017 album, Divide. Fire. I never really checked for Ed Sheeran before this. I just had like heard a couple of his songs on the radio, but I never thought to to check out any of his music. Then I just randomly came across his album one day while searching, and turned out to be one of my favorite projects of 2017. All right, next we have Billy Joel's 1978 album, 52nd Street. I came across it somehow, some way listening to it, and the crazy part is the song Zanzibar by Billy Joel is probably one of my favorite songs, period, in general, in life. I actually found this album in a random shop when I was up in Richmond thrifting. I came across it in the shop and I picked it up for like $3. So, alright, next we got Taylor Swift's 2014 super duper fire smash of an album, 1989. Now listen, through and through, this shit is just fire, pure fire. She had 6 songs off this album alone that were like on the radio constantly. All of them, come on, it's fire. Before she was doing the others, like she was doing the country stuff, I wasn't really into that. And then I heard Blank Space on the radio. It was it. I was like, yo, I gotta get this album. Alright, now next we have Young Buck's 2004 album, Straight Outta Cashville. Growing up, I thought this album was so hard, and still to this day I think it's so hard. Buck is one of my favorite artists, so I'm glad to have this vinyl. Next, we got K. Dot's critically acclaimed 2017 banger, Damn. I know y'all see that little autograph right there too, right? I had to get that. Yeah, ain't really too much to say on this album. Everybody know it's a smash. Everybody know he bodied this. So the copping the vinyl was definitely a no-brainer. As soon as I heard the album, I went straight to that TDE website and went to go look for that vinyl, and as you can see, I copped. Nothing too crazy on the inside, but that actual vinyl is blood red. It's really deep red. It's beautiful. Next, I have another vinyl from Pat Benatar. This is her 1985 single, Invincible, but this one is for the movie, The Legend of Billie Jean. This song was also on her other 1985 album, Seven the Hard Way. But I thought this cover was so dope that I just had to get this one right here. I thought this looks so fire. Oh yeah, and the song is incredible, like incredible. And I'm gonna run through these other 2 Pat Benatar LPs. I have her 1981 album, Precious Time, which features some of her best songs like Helter Skelter, Promises in the Dark, and Fire and Ice. And we have her 1982 album, Get Nervous, which features one of probably my 3rd favorite song by her, which is called Shadows of the Night. Alright, and now we got Kanye West's 2004 debut album, College Dropout. Another one that is arguably Kanye's best album. As far as packaging is concerned, it's nothing too crazy. Next, we have Heart's 1987 album, Bad Animals. It features some of my favorite songs by Heart, like Alone, Waiting for an Answer, Who Will You Run To, There's the Girl. So many good songs off of this album. Alright, next up we have Vince Staples' 2017 sophomore album, Big Fish Theory. First off, disclaimer, Vince is my favorite rapper, my favorite artist at this current moment. I love Vince's music. Vince's music is fire. And as you can see by this little VS up here, I got it autographed. The packaging on this one is pretty dope too. This one comes in a clear sleeve. It was mirroring the fishbowl. The actual records, they have different pictures of fucking goldfish on them and shit. Next up, we have Georgia Smith's 2016 EP, Project 11. This right here, every single song on this is fire. Granted, it's only, well, I think 4. Is it 4 songs? It's 4 songs, but fire. We have Lauryn Hill's 1998 album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Pure classic, pure fire, had to be in the collection. Right now we have Wu-Tang Clan's 2001 LP, Iron Flag. Just being honest here, I actually have not heard Iron Flag. This album art is this is the best Wu-Tang album cover I've ever seen. Right, next up, we got Tribe Called Quest's 1993 album, Midnight Marauders. Midnight Marauders is probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite Tribe Called Quest album. The album art on it is fire. Alright, you got like in the background, behind the silhouette, in the background you got a whole bunch of different rappers from around that time period. Next up, we got Wu-Tang Clan's 1993 debut album, Into the Wu-Tang. Now, sitting there trying to talk about this album is not gonna work, so I'm just gonna throw up mad fire emojis. Like, go ahead, throw them all up, mad fire emojis, period. Next up, we got Pac's 1996 classic, All Eyes on Me. This is without a doubt his best-selling and his most popular album of all time. For good reason, might I add. Alright, next up, we have Kendrick Lamar's 2015 masterpiece, perfect album, To Pimp a Butterfly. This will definitely be my pick for greatest hip-hop album of all time. Without a doubt, without question, if you want to argue, I don't mind. I got solid logic behind this, and if you want to debate it, we can. Holla. Last and certainly not least, hip-hop's Bible. Nas's debut 1994 album, Illmatic. Changed the game with this one, bruh. Brought that heat. 18, 19 years old. Just bodying. If you ever trying to introduce anybody to hip-hop, you give them this. Alright, so that's my record collection. That's everything I've collected up until April of 2018. If I get any more, trust me, I will definitely update you guys. So until then, peace, y'all. Take care.